Could this be a new driver in the bag of mid-handicap Mark? Let's do it.
And let's do it now.
Oh Mark, we're back. Hi everyone, my name's James Robinson and welcome to this YouTube channel. I'm so excited to bring you the return.
Hello everybody.
Mid-handicap Mark. Mark, how are you?
I'm great, thanks James.
So good to have you back on.
It's great.
We've been testing quite a few drivers today, Mark. We've got the Callaway Paradym, we've been testing the Ping G430, we've also got Taylormade Stealth 2 coming at them.
We have, yeah.
And we've been kind of comparing them to your Old Faithful.
To my Ping G410.
I think this year could be a year where a lot of mid-handicap golfers are in a similar boat where you're thinking, you know, I've not changed my driver in a while.
No,
I'm not going to change my driver every year. Is it time? Is it finally time?
It could be.
We've been in the studio to test all these clubs. Everybody, do not go anywhere because in this video, Mark does test the brand new Callaway Paradym driver. He also tests the Taylormade Stealth 2 and the Ping G430, all against his trusty Ping G410, and see exactly which is the best for him and compare them. But it's obviously important out here as well, so I'll let you, what were your first impressions when you saw the Paradym?
Well, the spelling is awful.
I think that might be a lawsuit.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
However, avoiding the spelling side of things, this looks really nice.
It does, doesn't it?
It does look good on the bottom and on the top.
So we've got triaxial carbon crown, and then we've also got a stronger carbon on the bottom, because obviously that's going to have more ground interaction. Did you know that none of these two drivers are the same because of the carbon weave? It's like a snowflake.
Yeah, I can see that now. I couldn't see it in the studio, of course, so that's the first time I've seen that.
So the big story is the kind of 360 carbon wrap there, so it's all carbon all the way around.
All on the bottom then.
And obviously you've got titanium front and back. Just to help them with weighting. So Mark, I'll talk no more, I'll let you kind of hit them.
Looks really nice.
Guys, get in the comments below, what do you think to the new Callaway Paradym driver? Is it a good mid-handicap club? I'm really enjoying the Triple Diamond, and in my fitting video, I'm actually giving one of these away and a fitting experience at your local Callaway fitter, so make sure you check that out. I'll link it below. Could you see yourself going and get fitted for one of these?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it looks great, doesn't it?
It looks really good, and certainly feeling in the studio, it felt good, so I'd like to see what happens out here.
Yeah, I can't wait. What better place, Mark, to kick things off than into a strong gale force ice wind?
Ah.
Nice. Big high draw, what?
Well, I didn't pick that up cleanly.
Yeah, it was a little bit toey, was it? But
I didn't pick that up cleanly.
I think that's what a lot of the companies are trying to do.
Just came off there. But the fact that went that far is brilliant.
I like that because what a lot of the companies are trying to do now is get you more ball speed on those miss hits. If you hit the same shot, pardon my shadow there, with this, I'm not sure what the numbers would say. We have got numbers, so we'll show the guys a bit later on. But let's hit one with that and see what are your thoughts like. Sorry, I've snatched it off you. What are your thoughts looking down at it compared to maybe something that's a little bit older?
It definitely, I mean, with the carbon styling, it looks nice.
They're getting better at shelter.
As opposed to sort of fairly basic, standard, it's grey, it's going to do something.
Looking down at the crown, what do you think?
And on the crown side of things, I mean, certainly when the sun's shining, that lovely effervescent sort of blue colour coming through there is great.
Now, how do you feel about this black on top? Because from memory, you always like to be able to
I
see
like
the
that.
face.
I do like that. Yeah.
Help with the
landing.
landing.
It gives me that head as to where I'm going to be hitting the ball.
Yeah. So. Wow. I need to stop saying wow after every time Mark hits one because he's like a machine now. That's a great shot.
Yeah. Into the wind. That's not bad.
More middled?
Yeah, that came out the middle.
Do you want to hit another Callaway to see if we can get one out the middle and see how comparable they are? We're going to play a few holes with these drivers, guys, out here in the course where it counts and see just how they do perform. Like I keep saying, we have been in the studio. Make sure you stay tuned for that and see just how they do perform for numbers and dispersions and all the rest. How important is that to you as well? As a mid-handicap golfer, I always wonder how important it is for people inside as opposed to out here. If you come out here and hit 3 good drives, is it in the bag?
Well, for me, I like the studio because it gives me a comparison. Yeah. Measured,
there's no
detailed
true comparison here, is there?
Yeah. What I'd personally then like to do is go outside and hit the club in real life conditions and then see, well, does it work for me outside? Yeah. Sort of thing. So I certainly like the studio to start with, and I wouldn't buy it straight off the shelf, having hit it outside a couple of times.
No, not for how much they cost now as well.
It's a bit silly price, isn't it, now?
It's honestly like poetry in motion.
I tell you what, that's gone a long way.
Yeah.
And I didn't get that out the middle.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's get down there and see where they are.
Yeah.
Great swings again. Oh, we found it, and it has plugged.
It plugged.
I'm still not sure that the Callaways have run that far up though, Mark. That's a long way further up, isn't it?
The ball definitely landed just short of the hollow there because it bounced through. I saw it bounce through there, and that's just plugged. But yeah, the Callaway's gone. The
amazing thing for me is the
30 yards further.
The consistency as well, because you said you didn't hit them that well.
Yeah.
I know obviously that one's maybe gone a bit high and it's plugged, but
it's plugged. There
you go.
Yeah.
Right, let's jump on the next tee and see if we can carry that on. What are your thoughts on the feel of it? What are people comment on the feel of the new Paradym?
I think the feel is something that I could get used to.
Yeah.
It's quite a bit different to the Ping.
Yeah. Ping have their own feel and sound anyway, don't they? I think.
Which I quite like. Yeah. And have done for a long time, but I could certainly get used to the Callaway's
feel. If
you
were to compare it against the G430, yay or nay?
Yay.
Oh, very good. Right, some very interesting results so far with the Callaway Paradym and Mark. Mark, do you want to hit some more and we'll just see?
Certainly.
So this one isn't really about distance, it's about threading the eye of a needle. So how accurate can you be?
Yep. We've got a bunker on the right, we've got a big pond on the left.
Yeah. Well,
so
see if we can not lose those golf balls.
No, we're not going to lose the golf balls. No. I'm sure this Paradym will figure out.
Can you forgive the name?
Well, yeah. It's the Callaway.
Yes, that Callaway one.
I suppose if anything, if I was going for the design features, if you like, yeah, it does look a little bit sort of ball-like.
Yeah.
If it was a little bit flatter from this across,
almost like the triple diamond. It may be worth trying that one.
It might be.
Triple diamond's quite unforgiving though, but
right. But for me, I like the styling of it, and if it goes,
it goes.
I'm not that worried about it, sort of thing.
That's a lovely shot. Just over that bunker.
It's a bit left. Oh, sorry, it's a bit right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's definitely the line though. That's the line I'd be choosing, and it actually drew back on you a little bit as well.
Yeah, I was trying to get it to do that.
Where was that strike out of interest? Was it a touch toey, but not too bad?
I said so. It didn't feel as it can. I can't see it.
Still sounded good though. I'm going to replay the sound for people because
there may be something there.
Yeah, a little forged titanium face. Do you want to hit another one? Here's the big question. Do you want to hit another one with that, or do you want to hit one with yours?
No, I want to hit another one.
Because we've said, haven't we? You've had a Ping for so long, and we've already tested the G430. Is sometimes a change as exciting as anything for you?
Well, no, definitely. I mean, I'd like to hit another one with this because I know I haven't hit it well yet.
Amazing to see how it's performed, so you haven't hit it well yet.
Yeah, yes, yeah, exactly. It's still gone a long way. That was better.
Yeah, that was lovely.
That was much better. Came out the middle as well.
Just following that ball down the fairway made me really happy to be here today. Fantastic, Mark.
That was great.
Should we jump in the studio and see how these did perform for numbers against your G410?
Yep, certainly.
Let's do it. So when testing drivers, it's really important to do so on the same day, so you've got the same swing, you've got the same body, and you've got the same feelings. Guys, in this video, we tested the Callaway Paradym against Mark's Ping G410, but throughout this series, we have tested the Taylormade Stealth 2 and the Ping G430. We have drip fed those videos on over the last few weeks, but in this video, we're going to show you the direct comparisons for all these clubs, and you can see which one is categorically the best driver for Mark, being a mid-handicap golfer. So you can see, guys, that the ball speed on the Paradym is the highest by far at 141.2. It's launching at 15.2, spinning at 3001, which for Mark is the lowest spin driver out there. It's still pretty high, but it is the lowest there. It carries the furthest by 8 yards, and it is the longest driver by 10 yards. I guess these numbers don't really lie. Is this the best mid-handicap driver of the year? go as far as saying it could be. So very, very interesting numbers there. And for me, the big thing that I would be looking for if I was fitting Marco into this driver or kind of looking to help him to find the right driver is the consistency level of those numbers. Mark's actually hitting it miles better out here than you were in the studio. That's
so much better.
Been the case quite often whenever we've done videos, but
certainly.
For me, if you can kind of spray it around the face of it but still maintain ball speed, launch angle and spin, it's probably going to be a beneficial club for you.
Yes, yeah, certainly. I'd agree, definitely. In the studio we had some variances. I mean, there weren't huge variances between the clubs.
No.
But it was obvious that there were a couple of clubs that sort of stood above the other.
Yeah, the slightly older Ping G430, the front to back dispersion was quite shockingly
was variable in comparison. Yeah, quite bad.
Whereas the newer clubs all were fairly close together.
Certainly.
Right, let's see. I mean, we know it's down the middle of the fairway, but let's see how far it's gone. So there's the first one, just up in the rough. It was a little bit of a tighter line, wasn't it? But for me, that's not a bad.
It went over the bunker and it just caught the longer grass as it came back in.
That's where you don't want to be. So you've avoided that nicely. And the green's just up there, and the other shot
is, I thought it was just beside the bunker, but I can't quite see it from here.
Let's find it.
I could almost putt that to the green.
That is absolutely massive, isn't it?
That's a very big shot.
That's huge, and I mean, I know obviously it's totally different landing conditions. That one's landed on the firm fairway, whereas the one's plugged in the rough, but
it's just gone rocketing up the fairway.
Final hole, final shot with the Callaway Paradym.
Okay.
I think I can read you pretty well when you're testing golf clubs now, and I think this is probably one of your favourites of the day.
Certainly looking like that, yeah. Yeah, I'm very pleased to have this in my hand.
Yeah, shows a good drive. This is a strange hole, because if you get it drawing, you can hit it miles down there.
Ah, no, you see.
Leaking. Nice strike.
When you set up to hit a draw and you actually hit a slight fade, it doesn't work.
Mark, what is your spectacular opinion for mid-handicap golfers everywhere on the Callaway Paradym driver?
Well, I have to say, it's a bit of a maverick, isn't it?
Oh, you can't say that.
It's come in and really knocked the competition
off.
It
really has, and I'm pleased for Callaway, because I think they do try,
I like
don't
that
they?
a lot.
So, right, Mark, thank you ever so much for your time.
Nice.
We now have a certain red face number to test, so if you want to see that, subscribe.
See you soon.
See you all soon.